We can't.
Okay. Abrupt ending. I wish there was a fade out option. There is.
Hmm?
It doesn't seem to work. Okay. Are we ready? Are we alive?
Yeah.
Are we going to message me in all of my discords at once?
No, I would
Yeah.
never.
Apparently that is happening. And none of it's important. So, previously on Hell's Vengeance. Anyone want to do the recap?
We sped run 3 events on accident.
We arrested some people, and we gave them mild punishment.
We killed some people.
We gave them mild punishment in front of the entire town.
Didn't you like trample them to death with a horse?
No, I was going to with the sword lady or whatever. But then the angel fucking came and took her. So with the other ones, I just shot them because I just, front of America, was tired and flabbergasted. Shocked, even.
Wait, if
Flabbergasted.
America had shot the sword knight, would they not have been able to save them?
If Amerigo had made his will save against the hypnotism, problem is Amerigo got magicked. And so, what happened after the arrest and everything?
Aglin did Aglin things, you know.
What useful thing happened?
The church, and we found some important things that leads to the dungeon today.
We're going to be going to this church there, this little castle thingy, fort, whatever. Yeah, fort. And before that, obviously, I need to prepare. So, can I buy alcohol?
Sure. What sort of alcohol do you want to buy?
Highly flammable.
A highly flammable alcohol.
Mhm. made with highly flammable material. I don't know. I don't know what's flammable. I'm not a wine connoisseur.
So you want some sort of highly flammable alcohol.
It's probably cheaper than oil, especially the cheap ale.
Well, if I look into trade goods, I don't see any barrels of alcohol. If I look into adventuring gear, food and drink, we've got ale, which is not super flammable, Applejack, which is a little more flammable, whiskey, which is the most flammable.
Can I buy a gallon of whiskey? How heavy is a gallon of whiskey?
Well, that's the thing. I have whiskey listed by the shot class.
How much does it cost per shot?
10 gold.
What?
Yeah.
Can I what was that alcohol that they had in the tavern that got exploded?
Piles and piles of ale.
Okay.
If you want a gallon of whiskey, that will be 1,000 gold pieces and will weigh about 10 pounds.
Yeah, that sounds a bit too much. I think I'm gonna go get some.
You can get gallons of mead for 2 gold pieces and 8 pounds.
Would the gallon of mead be better? And still be able to get set on fire?
I mean, an entire gallon at once, maybe. If your goal is to just splash something and light it on fire, you're going to want something stronger.
Okay, how much does oil cost?
Let's see. Oil. Costs. Lamp oil costs a silver piece per pound. And a flask of it can be used as a splash weapon.
Well, I'll buy 10 flasks of lamp oil. Wait, is that 1 gold or?
Lamp oil is 1 silver piece, so 10 flasks, which is 10 pounds, is 1 gold.
Yeah.
And you can throw that as a splash weapon and then try to ignite it with a match or a flint or magic or something. Or you can pour it over a 5-foot square to light it. Or you can use it in an oil lamp as a torch to light something for several hours, like you're supposed to.
Yeah. I'll be doing that for clothes.
If you want Alchemist's Fire, that is 20 gold pieces per vial and is guaranteed to catch fire.
I'm poor. I don't have that money.
Okay. Lovely.
Even more if I don't know when I'm going to get paid next.
You're supposed to get paid at the end of the week. which is like today actually. So you've got the next 100 gold.
Well, anyways, so I guess I'll buy one flask of that stuff.
Okay. Alchemist's fire is basically napalm. It's a sticky oil that catches fire when exposed to oxygen and stays on fire. And sticks to things.
Will it explode if I did it like how I did before?
If you have a whole chest full of it and then light it on fire, yes.
Okay, well, that was an entire chest full of it.
Yes. Yeah.
Mm.
You lost out on like 10 vials of Alchemist fire.
Oh, it had a pretty big boom though.
Yeah. That indeed was a big boom. Amerigo, do you need to do anything to get ready?
Gun.
Gun. You've got your you can finish up your musket.
Yes. How much money is that?
Should have written it down when we were talking about it earlier. It is 150 gold.
150.
Yep. 250 if you want it to be double barreled.
Whatever.
Am I able to do a job? Wait, no, you said this last time. I'm like,
no, you have burnt out your ability to be trusted in this town. No one is going to give you the time of day in Longacre anymore, except for the Archbaron. Excuse me. And did everyone get your level up done?
I did.
And do you remember to up your base attack bonus and such?
Of course, how do you do that?
How did you do that?
You go into your character sheets and you change the base attack bonus number. It looks like you have done that.
Oh, okay.
But maybe not for reflex.
Yeah, you forced us to do that last time. I remember. Because we both kept on competing.
Nope, okay, you did. You did do that last time. Good job. You did not update your level. Okay. Yay. And
We're
who
fourth
is...
level, right?
Yes. You are. Amerigo, did you do it? No.
Yay.
Amerigo. Your Base attack bonus is +4. Your fortitude and reflex are also +4. So you're basically just 4 down the line.
I think my things are too high. I don't think they should be like.
They should not be like that. You've got your stat in your base with there. So
Is
that is correct. That looks much more correct. Thank you. Yay. Who knows where the fort is?
I think it was me who made the check.
Okay. Then when you're ready, you can go to Fort Estenanzo.
I mean, I would like to go.
Do you have your spells prepared?
I mean, I guess I would wait until my spells were prepared and then I'd go.
Do you have your equipment acquired?
Yeah, I got myself the same. I got myself alcohol.
Do you want to get any barding for webs?
Sure.
Okay. Da-da-da-da. Barding is ×4 price. So for leather armor, it would be 40 gold. And that'll give webs some leather armor. Yay. Good job, webs. Whew. So one last time before we go. Are we ready? Wait, no, we're not. Simri isn't there. Simri's coming. Need to make sure you have all the people you can bring.
So I guess my little constructs will come with us too. I think it does have an attack in the middle.
Are you really going to want to bring it along as a fighter?
I mean, it has a 1d4. I think it has like a 1d4 attack or something. So that could always be helpful. Trying to figure out what it was. I keep forgetting it. I know.
Okay, that just means I need to make a token for it. And we need to be prepared for it to die.
What do you mean? That's not gonna like be on the front lines. Oh wait, no, it's a 1d2 -5.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking there's no way you want to bring your little clockwork bird into combat.
I was like, I thought it was like a 1d4, but no, it's a 1d2 -5.
Yeah.
How does that? That's -3. Any way you see it,
Yeah.
it does negative damage. Does that mean it heals you?
No, it just means it doesn't do any damage unless it does a critical hit because it's a tiny little toy bird.
Hmm. The heavenly thing might make it do a little be faster or something. But yeah, I really don't see it doing much here.
Well, you have a token for it anyway.
I just need to get level. I need to get level 1,000 gold pieces saved, so I can build a combat one fighter. More like 2,000. It's actually a combat one would be like 2,000 at the very least.
See, we need to save up money to build a clockwork combat thing. Okay. There's your dinky little bird. It's going away now. So, are we ready? Last call before I start reading.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Rex?
Yuppers.
Only the open wooden gate and a few narrow windows suggest this heap of rocks ahead was once something more. A small gatehouse to one side stands still intact, though it seems in danger of collapse beneath the light covering of moss on its stones. How are you approaching?
I think I'm just gonna walk in.
Okay, so you're going to all. Are you all just going to walk in? The gate is open. Are you coming in? Like you said, you guys said you were walking in and then you didn't. And if you're saying something, I can't hear you.
I mean, I guess I'll just keep walking forward in a straight line.
Okay. Would you do so? Okay. As you walk in, you hear a sudden grinding noise as the gate shuts behind you. Hide areas, I said. There we go. It is hidden. The gate is closed behind you. And then Webbs starts to flinch, as if something is upsetting Webbs. As Webbs winces in pain, a thing bounds out of the rubble. A creature, part lion with the head of a man and a long, curled, scorpion-like stinger. And as it bounds out, it crouches down and in common howls, "Death to the wicked!" And I'd like everyone to roll initiative.
Oh wait, I have to click on myself.
And that. And also oh, come on, behave, machine. And finally, okay, Amerigo. This creature bounds out.
Yo, challenge the thing that she did.
Okay. You challenge the thing, and that will hit. Let me give it an HP bar. The bullet sinks into its flesh. Simri will run up to it and make her attack. Also dealing some damage. And then the door will open, and out will step a woman, freshly healed, calmer, and as she does, she will say, "I've been given a second chance for justice, and I mean to have my success." And as she does, she starts to cast a spell. Aglin. What are you going to do?
Can I shoot the person who has just walked into the room with a scorching ray?
You can Scorching Way the Sword Knight, yes.
I hope I'd said this on my episode, actually. What the?
You rolled very horribly, but you do 8 fire.
Yay.
And she will have to make a concentration check to avoid losing the big complicated spell she's casting. which she fails. The beast by Simri lashes itself out, biting and clawing. Bite. Claw, claw. Everything hits. For a total of all the damage. Simri is now unconscious as this thing grabs her, bites her shoulder, and tears her open, tossing her backwards. Amerigo.
Thing still is in my challenge, right?
Yes, it is.
Cool,
It's
so
in
we
your
can
challenge
still...
until it's dead.
Cool. Shoot.
That will hit. Pew. Bit by bit, its damage is falling. Simri needs to make a saving throw. She is stable. The Sword Knight, brow furrowed, goes, "Fine then," and casts a spell, conjuring forth a shining golden sword from the void, and starts walking towards Aglin. Aglin, you're now between the Sword Knight and the creature that just basically killed Simri in one hit. What do you do? You're muted.
I'm going to. Can I cast Mage Armor and then walk towards the Sword Knight?
You can.
I mean, this just AC by 4, right?
Yep, because they give you +4 AC as you just get surrounded by a shimmering magical suit of armor.
I was gonna walk towards.
This thing is going to turn towards you, Amerigo. Lean back its spiked scorpion-like tail and fire a barrage of spikes at you. And the attack on that is that.
Not so far. So nice.
21, 26, 20, and 23. Do any of those not hit you?
No, those all hit me.
I'm sorry?
Those all hit me.
Okay. Do you want to attempt to have them hit? Do you want to have them attempt to hit webs instead? Yeah, oh, that's right, yeah. Okay, yeah. There's a lot of noise coming from your mic, Rex.
Yeah, probably gotta have to stop swinging that shit around then.
Okay. Yeah, Aglin's reminding you that you can attempt to dodge down the side of your horse.
Yeah, there's always
Okay.
gonna be like check time dodge.
Reflex, not reflex, but ride check. That's a no.
Damn.
I guess you weren't expecting a barrage of spikes to come shooting out of a scorpion tail.
Yeah, that isn't what tends to come out of scorpion tails.
So there's a total of 33 damage.
So as someone with 18, it's
Oh, gosh. So you got, what's your constitution score?
con 11.
Please make a fortitude save. Please make a fortitude save. Okay. You are unconscious at -11, but not instantly dead.
Huh. Have fun, America. America, not Algin.
As you just get sprayed down and blown off of your horse. Who can technically act after Amerigo? So Amerigo is very unconscious. Webs. What does Webs do now that Amerigo is down?
What can Webs do?
Webs is a horse. Webs can do anything you want a warhorse to do. Including potentially run up and just start stomping on this thing.
Can Webs do that?
Sure.
What did I roll?
Webs misses.
Aw. Webs don't die.
The sword knight steps forward, sword drawn, and brings it down on Aglin. Does 15 hit you? Aglin.
I'm gonna. Can I use my stab them with my spear?
You can. You can stab her with your spear. That is a crit threat, but not a confirmation.
No. What does piercing mean?
It has to do with damage reduction. Yeah, so you stab her. She's not looking super great. But the grand creature. Oh, I don't have Roll20 visible. Whoops. I think people should see how screwed you are. There we go. This creature is going to turn to Webs, because Webs is right there, and is going to bite and claw. So bite and claw. This is not good for Webs. So a total of 1d8 plus 5 plus 44 plus 10. 26 damage. Well, the good news is Webs is not dead. The bad news is Webbs is very unconscious and just basically got chucked by this thing. This is the danger fight of the entire book. As the Sword Knight hits Aglin with a sword. Um, 8 damage, Aglin. Aglin, it's your turn. You are between an angry cleric and a great big thing that has just one-shotted everyone else on your team.
I don't think I can throw wine and then light it on fire with a spell at the same turn. On the same turn, can I?
No, you cannot.
I'm going to throw the entire gallon of wine that I've gotten, and then all the other liquid, the alchemist fire, towards. Can I throw both of those, or only like?
Sure, you're gonna like dump alchemist fire
Oh wait, I
into
got
a
oil.
gallon. Yeah,
Wait, I got oil.
you're-
So I'll just throw both of those.
okay. Okay, so you
Add
just
in.
take your gallon of oil with the alchemist fire and chunk it at this thing.
Yeah,
Make a ranged attack. Don't miss.
I'm better just myself. I somehow hit myself.
Does that touches it? So, that's 33 points of fire damage against the thing. Sure, you light a gallon of oil on fire and roll it into this creature, and it kabooms.
Ooh. I
You
hope
now-
no one else.
You now have no oil.
I hope that killed the creature.
It is still standing, but it is on fire. And at the start of its turn, it takes more damage. And that's going to just kill it outright. So, yay! You defeated the Manticore with the power of fire. The Sword Knight is still going to be attacking you, though. Does 24 hit?
Yeah.
For 9 damage. Aglin.
Well, here I'm gonna go and I'm gonna cast Cure Moderate Wounds on myself if I can.
Okay.
I actually made the heal work. That didn't work.
Roll the 2d8 plus 4.
It was working before.
12.
That didn't heal me as much as I wanted it to. Yay. Woo. Can I also like move here?
Yeah, you can.
Just like shimmying. Not like straight up running.
You absolutely can. and you may make a perception check.
What happened to Amerigo and everyone else?
Why don't you make a perception check?
Where's perception? Oh,
Oh. Yeah, you can see Amerigo is lying slumped against the building, 4 spikes sticking out of his chest. Simri is lying there in a puddle of blood, arms almost torn off. Webbs is lying there, entrails spilling out on the floor. And a bow comes shooting at you from the darkness. And by the darkness, I mean the spot crouched down that you just could not see.
that hits.
That hits. This is probably not good. At least it's not a crit.
Roll 1.
7 damage and 1 bleed.
What's bleed?
Every round until you receive magical healing or get a heal check, you will lose 1 more hit point automatically. As you get shot, like, right in a vein and start bleeding. Marigo and Webbs are still unconscious. The Sword Knight swings and misses. Aglin.
Quick thinking moment. Can I tackle the sword knight? I think this is a little ledge, right? Like this.
That is a little ledge.
Can I tackle them so we can like try to topple us down over here? Like,
That's
down.
a combat maneuver check. That's a bull rush even. Make your combat maneuver check.
I'm failing that, aren't I?
Yeah, you go to tackle. She sinks back her foot and just, like, you bounce off of her. And this one here, no longer crouched and hidden, breaks her bow.
Wow.
And the Sword Knight swings again, catching on your magic armor.
I'm pretty sure this, but if I cast a spell, will they get an attack of opportunity?
Yep.
So instead, I'm just gonna go and stab them.
That is a miss.
Yo.
Well, this lady who came out of the other place now has no choice but to draw her own spear and come at you. And a miss. I'm going to remove Amerigo and Webbs from combat. The Sword Knight
do a jump.
Continues missing. This is the miss. This is not Miss Central like everyone's just whiffing. This is apparently Aglin is very good at fighting defensively with a boar sphere.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Does channel energy bring people? Oh wait, these guys are like seriously unconscious. I won't be able to just channel energy them.
No, they're not dead, so they would heal, but so would the Sword Knight.
Well, yeah, I was just thinking like, maybe I could just like jump down there and channel energy, and then I realized that I wouldn't be able to heal them like to full. So
No,
it'd
it would be.
pointless.
It would take a few for them to get up.
So instead, I'm just gonna go stab the spear one
Okay.
with a spear.
Hey, spear on spear action. That's a hit.
Yo, I'm gonna have the first 2v1 in the century. Oh wait, I did something good.
We'll give you the center of attention because everyone else is unconscious. Spear gal.
That hits.
Uh-oh. That
This is a-
is minimum damage, 2 damage.
I've been getting pretty lucky here. I mean, Aglin's really good at fighting defensively with the spear, obviously.
And the sword knight.
Also hits.
It's been ages since she's hit. For 9 damage.
Not minimal damage.
Not minimal damage. No. You are, in fact, starting perhaps to get tired as you're trying to defend against 2 trained combatants with a hunting spear.
Hey, can I cast Cure Moderate Wounds on myself?
You can.
Oh wait, that doesn't work. 60.
Not shabby.
Not dying yet.
They continue their assault.
Did they bring their spear again, like they did with their bow?
Yeah, this time you catch her spear and snap it. She is now spearless and bowless. That's maybe not great for her. As the sword knight
Hits
for 5 damage.
Oh. Still.
Aglin.
Well, I'm gonna keep priorities here, so I'm gonna stab the sword knight.
Okay.
As they have a sword.
They have a glowing magic sword.
That probably missed.
That does miss. Well, she's got no way to contribute normally, so she's going to attempt to grab you.
She's probably gonna.
Does
Yeah.
20 beat your combat maneuver defense?
Oh yeah, it does.
Ooh, you are now held. Or grappled. Oh, she doesn't have a bonus, so you get an attack of opportunity against her. She doesn't have a feat to do it.
One piercing. That's a lot of damage right there.
Yep. You have the grappled condition. So from now until you break out, you have a -4 to dexterity, a -2 on all attack rolls, and you need to make a concentration check to cast a spell.
Epic. Oh.
Does not actually give any bonuses to attack you.
I just have a bunch of minuses on everything.
Yep. That's a crit threat.
Crit confirm, please no. It's not a. What's crit confirming?
Hitting.
It didn't hit.
So that's max damage, 10 damage.
Oh no.
So, narratively, mechanically nothing, but narratively, apparently she grabs you, and holds you to get stabbed hard. What do you do, Aglin? Oh, grappled one.
Wish I didn't throw all my oil at that thing.
I know you could have been dead right now. Instead of just stab.
Is talking to them an active action, or can I attack and talk?
You can attack and talk.
Can I try to persuade them to not kill me while shanking them?
That is an actual action.
Can I tell them that to actually, can I try to jump towards Amerigo and the rest? Like jump away, run away.
Give me a combat maneuver check.
Please succeed on this one. No, I never get to succeed on combat maneuvers.
That is a success against her.
Against who?
The person who's holding you.
Oh, cool.
So you break free. You can move freely. Make an acrobatics to avoid an attack of opportunity.
This is not good.
No, this is not good. Hey, you succeed, so go ahead and move at half your speed freely.
Can I jump down?
Yep. There you go.
Yay.
You tumble through, you land, you roll. You're on your knees, sitting in the middle of the room.
And I'm guessing I can't cast spells because...
Nope. You spent your standard action breaking out of the grapple.
Yep, so.
She's going to run back into that room. The Sword Knight's sword is going to go away because that spell wears off. So she's going to have to stop and cast it again. And come walking down the stairs. Aglin.
Well, sometimes you just have to, I could take a...
If you move there, you won't hit the Sword Knight with your channel energy.
Well, okay, I wasn't thinking about the channeling energy. They won't get up in that one channel. You know what I mean? So... Can I cast a Scorching Ray and then run over here?
You can.
I'm trying to hit this Sword Knight.
That hits. That hits for enough to knock her unconscious.
Oh. Then I won't. Then I will move to wherever you said won't hit Amerigo and the rest with the channel.
That'll hit everyone except the Sword Knight. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh wait, that's still in the range of the beast. So
the beast is dead.
Oh, okay.
The beast is dead.
Okay, then I'll just wait because I can't just cast energy in combat.
It's a standard action. Okay. She rummages around. Aglin.
I'm gonna cast my channel energy.
Oh
wait, that didn't work. Yeah. Should just forward to everyone.
Yay! Simri's at -7 now. This gal comes back out with a second bow and fires at you, Aglin. With her actual bow attack.
If it's the same as my armor class, does it not hit?
It does not hit.
That doesn't hit then.
Aglin.
First time I have good armor class. This armor is actually kind of useful.
Yeah. There's a reason I've been
Well,
telling you all summer to take mage armor.
Well, can I cast a scorching ray on this unsuspecting person right here?
Oh, she's very suspecting, but you can do it anyway. That
Roll
hits.
affordable damage. Oh, keep rolling so bad on that damage.
Yeah.
Yay, it hit though.
It did hit. Which is more than you can say about her shot back with her bow. Aglin, it's you again.
Oh, I'm gonna cast this spell. I totally didn't. Wait. Oh, why it didn't do it? What? Do I
Click
just roll a
range.
d20?
Just click ranged.
Okay. That probably didn't hit.
You miss. She misses.
Can I cast channel energy if I move back 2 steps?
Yep.
Oh,
Just roll your 2d6.
11.
11. Woohoo. Are you up now? Amerigo?
You're like 0 HP.
So you are not up yet.
But isn't Simrian webs?
That Simri and Webs are feeling better. She's gonna keep shooting at you.
That hits.
For 7 damage.
That's a lot of damage.
Simri is going to stand up and throw a dagger. And miss. Webbs is going to stand up and go over here towards where Amerigo is and be worried because Webbs is a good horse. Aglin.
So I'm gonna do this channel energy thing. I've done this quite a lot recently.
6 more.
Does Amerigo get up from that?
Miss there. Simri throws her other dagger. Hey, that's a hit. Amerigo, you are now awake on your back with just shit sticking out of your front.
Great. Can I get up.
You spend your move action standing.
Cool. Can I get up? Get on webs, actually?
You can get up and then spend your other action getting up on webs. Webs has an action.
Hmm. Uh. Hmm. Webs having action is something I'm not used to.
Basically, webs can move.
Yeah. Can webs move somewhere where America shoot the lady?
Yeah. Webs can just walk on out. Aglin.
I'm surprised that Aglin has, for the first time, actually participated in combat.
And done pretty well. Is Aglin going to move next to the unconscious body of the Sword Knight?
I can't just jump this, so I actually have to like walk here, right?
Yep. Stepping around the Manticore corpse. So
Surprisingly easy.
this gal is actually going to go wide-eyed as Amerigo rides out, shout shit, and bolt off the side of the fort. She's now bolted off map. Simri's going to run after her and chuck a dagger as a parting and fail miserably. Amerigo.
Well, isn't that so interesting?
Yeah, this bitch is running away.
I can.
What's so scary about Amerigo, bro? Can Amerigo ride webs up those steps?
Yes.
Yes, he can.
Is this wall short enough that you can just leap over it?
Yeah, no, this is only a wall from outside. It's like a chest, it's like a table high thing. And yes, that means if you want, webs can attempt to leap off of the back and chase her down.
Does America have another thing he can do?
Um, America can have webs chase her down while shooting.
Sure.
Make your shot. Okay. Aglin. This is basically your last chance to act this combat. Before it's Amerigo hour.
Can I go? I could either. Can I go in and loot this body right here?
The unconscious but still alive lady?
Oh, there's still. Can I also do? Can I also like? Just watch over their body, because if they do come up, I could probably just knock them out again.
You could, or you could just stab her when she's laying down, which is called a coup de grace.
That's a bit aggressive.
She's not even conscious.
They'd feel too much pain from that. So I'm gonna. You have to wait until they're alive. So I'm gonna. loot their body though?
Sure. I will give you what she has in a bit. So basically, we're now out of combat as this woman is running as fast as she can through the woods, desperately trying not to get shot. And Amerigo is chasing her down on horseback. What do you do?
It's muted the entire time. Continue to chase her down and try and shoot her again.
Okay.
Obviously.
And you do, and she falls unconscious on the forest floor.
Cool. Now, since she's unconscious and America isn't a wuss, just fucking have Wimp stomp on her. Kill her.
Squish.
Squish,
She is
squish.
dead.
Tee tee. Woohoo!
Woohoo! Yay! So, Aglin. This woman has a breastplate engraved with the holy symbol of Iomedae, a heavy steel shield, a pearl in a pouch, a spell component pouch, and 40 gold.
Oh, I'm gonna take everything except for the spell component pouch.
Okay. You have a breastplate, you have a big, fancy, heavy shield, and you have a pearl.
And I'm gonna go and now I think I want to publicly, if we're gonna kill them, they're a pretty big figure. We have to do it publicly. So can I drag them back to town?
Okay. Sure.
We failed the our original plan. Why don't we do it now?
Do you want to do any more exploration or looting of this place?
Oh yeah, definitely. But I would expect Amerigo would do it, so I don't really think I need to.
Well, currently the door is locked. Like, you do have a problem of the gate closed.
Toss the body over the edge to Amerigo and then have Amerigo do the execution.
Can't I just jump the gate, the wall though?
If you
Someone
want to
else
be
did
trapped outside of the fort with no way to get back in.
Okay, well then I'll go and check this room while also dragging this person with me. Because if they wake up, they might be able to heal themselves, but they won't be able to heal themselves with someone over them.
She's going to be out for a long time. You don't need to worry about it. So this room is full of the smell of rotting wood. There's arrow slits facing the approach to the fort, and a rusty metal crank jutting from the south wall.
Open.
Okay.
It's gonna be another case of it breaks.
Nope.
For me opening it.
It opens. Yay. Good job.
Can I go back and bring this? Wait, what is it? Is a manticore corpse valuable?
Yes.
Oh, how heavy is it?
Very.
Oh.
This beast is bigger than Webs. There's also this whole, like, area that it came out of.
Oh, I want to check out this area then.
Amerigo, are you going to search the lady you just executed?
Sure.
She's small. She's got a small sized suit of leather armor, a small short bow, a whistle, some thieves' tools, some gold pieces, 26 of them in fact, and a folded up scrap of paper.
Read the folded up scrap of paper.
It reads, "Good work, old friend. Sending Jask to spell you soon. Can't wait to see what she's done with the court. R.S."
Oh, interesting. Hold on to that. Share everything later. Going summary later.
I assume you ride back into the court.
Yeah.
And Aglin, you smell sweat and rot in this chamber carved out of the rubble.
I'm guessing this is just the Manticore's done.
It
I'm gonna
is.
look for the Manticore's hidden stash of treasure. I'm sure there's something.
As you dig your way through the skins and bones, you find a leather satchel.
What's in it?
Well, in particular, you find a person, a bunch of bones, wearing a courtier's outfit with a leather satchel and a little backpack.
Some kid went into the woods and died.
This looks like an adult.
An adult with their kid went down in the woods and they both died.
This just looks like an adult with a satchel and a backpack.
I'll take the satchel and the backpack. That's some free loot.
Okay. Do you want to take the skeleton is wearing a courtier's outfit and a signet ring.
What's a courtier's outfit?
Like a noble's outfit, but not as fancy.
Oh, and a signet ring? Actually, I might just take the corpse instead of robbing him.
Okay. You drag out this mostly eaten corpse.
Yeah, can I ask Amerigo to help drag the sword knight and then the manticore corpse and this body? We could probably sell them for a high price, each of them.
Do you want to loot the body?
Which body?
The one that you just dragged out.
Oh yeah, if there's anything in the bags.
Okay. The satchel has in it a carved black feather, a scroll, a wand of blue and gold.
And then what about the bag?
The bag has a bottle of rum and 59 gold.
Oh, 59 gold!
And then
More money.
And then the corpse is wearing a signet ring that has a pair of struggling falcons rowing a boat. Aglin recognizes that ring.
What is it?
Remember how you've been asking me about that guy at the docks?
Mm-hmm.
That's his ring.
Epic! His kid got killed, Eden. I completely understand. That's the guy, right?
Yeah.
Okay, his body has no worth. I'm just gonna throw him back in the rubble.
You get him killed and you're like, yep, he's worthless.
I'm gonna ask Amerigo to help drag and Simri to help drag this manticore corpse and then put the sword knight's corpse on top. Not completely dead corpse, so we can execute them publicly.
Do you have any opposition to this, Amerigo?
Nah, not really.
Yay! You ride back into town. So when you get back into town, I need whoever is going to be harvesting the manticore corpse to make a survival check.
Me. Because I don't have anything in survival, so I'm probably gonna die.
You succeed. You will manage to harvest a pouch full of fancy manticore teeth, some manticore skin, manticore bones. You manage to harvest the tail spikes and get like 10 of those tail spikes, and harvest both of its large dragon-like leathery wings. You're muted, so I can't hear you.
I think I missed like was after the wings, the teeth, the spikes, and the
Skin and bones.
skin and bones. That's what it was. Missing.
So,
Did I also harvest some of the flesh?
sure. No, the flesh is poison.
I wanted to eat it. How much did this sell? for?
I am writing it out. Give me a moment. There's a lot. That's what you get. Those are the prices you can sell them at, and the things you can use them for if you have the appropriate crafting.
Oh, wait. How do you learn crafting skills?
They are skills.
How do you learn them?
So craft leatherworking would be the
Yeah.
craft skill to work with the cloak. Craft weaponsmithing to make the daggers out of the spines. Craft wondrous item is a magic feat that will allow you to enable you to make the wings into something special, which is the manticore cloak.
Okay. Well, can I sell the skin, bones, and keep everything else and put that in the jail?
Sure. So you
Does it?
sell the skin and bones for 10 gold pieces total, and you have a sack of manticore teeth, 10 spikes from the tail, and 2 big fancy wings. Yay! Do you want to cast detect magic?
Oh, yeah, I would love to.
Yay! The pearl and the feather and the scroll and the wand are all magic.
Can I continue? I'd like to know what types, Or do I just continue casting
Yep.
detect magic?
The pearl is radiating strong transmutation magic. The feather is radiating the feather is radiating conjuration magic, as is the scroll, and the wand is radiating abjuration magic.
What's abjuration?
Protection magic.
Oh. Can I continue?
You can use spellcraft.
Oh, okay.
Tell me what you're attempting to determine.
I'm trying to determine how much the wand and pearl would sell for, and then the other two.
That's not that's an appraise. You need to know what they are first.
Oh, can I try to figure out what they are?
Which one do you want to do?
The pearl.
Okay.
What's that?
Spellcraft. It's a strong transmutation magic. And that's enough for you to recognize that it's a Pearl of Power 1.
Ooh.
If you take this pearl and you crush it, it lets you recast a first level spell you've already cast that day.
Ooh, that's kind of useless in long term. Can I try to determine how much it would sell for?
Sure. Make an appraise check. You don't know.
Okay, then.
It's a fairly powerful magic item.
It's crazy.
Then the feather token and the scroll are conjuration, and the wand is abjuration.
Oh, what time is it in the in-game?
Like noon.
Okay, so I'm gonna assume that.
No, you spent all afternoon butchering a manticore. It's nightfall.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go to sleep. I wonder what Amerigo is doing.
Do you want to identify your other items before you do?
No, I think I could do it next morning. Like put them on like a desk to do next morning. If it's nightfall, you know?
Okay. Do you want to do any healing before bed?
Yeah, I guess I'll use my channel energies, which is so this many left, so I'm just gonna do like all of that one roll. I healed that much.
Okay. Amerigo, do you want to do anything with the afternoon while Aglin is butchering a manticore?
So, is there anywhere where there'd be a lot of people?
Yeah, the square in front of the old church.
Cool. Bring the sword knight, whatever.
Okay, you bring the unconscious sword knight to the church.
Yeah, no, and then do what I was gonna do. Stop.
And you crush her head under Webb's hoof like a melon. Yay!
And then just go away. Casually. Back to the church. Church, I say. No, jail. And take a nap. I don't know.
Okay. Night falls. Where is everyone?
I'm gonna be at the jail, sleeping in a jail cell.
Okay.
The broken jail cell. The one that got the broken door.
Okay. Simmer's gonna sleep out there. And you're sleeping there. I would like you to make a perception check. Amerigo? Well, that's not great. I need to get a couple more gold tokens here. You know what? We'll steal my Saturday games players. Simri, please make your perception check. Okay. Aglin, you may make a perception check. Okay. Aglin, you're sleeping, and while you're sleeping, someone wakes you up as you feel someone pulling on your arms.
Ivan's a pretty chill dude, so he's going to say good morning.
As you say good morning, you see a woman in leather armor who's tying a rope around your wrist stop and look at you. Go ahead and make your initiative, I guess.
Oh, I forgot. I keep forgetting to click on my phone. And I rolled good on that. Just forgetting to click on that.
I need to make it to mark everyone who's tied up. And yep, Aglin, you are on your back in bed. This woman is over you holding a rope. What do you do?
Would I possibly have that parole on me?
Yeah,
Okay, nice to know. So can I touch? Can I try to touch them and then cast touch of combustion on them?
you absolutely can.
Oh wait, that work? Do I need like a roll touch?
Yep, you need to make a melee attack.
Oh, it's melee.
They're flat-footed, so that definitely hits. They need to make a saving throw. Oh dear. They make their saving throw. They do not catch fire. Instead, they just take, well, no, the 5 fire damage. Oh dear. So yeah, boom, on fire. I assume you're gonna
And then
stand
not
up.
on fire.
Yeah.
I'll stand up.
This one shouts, "The noble is awake," which is going to put everyone else in here and give Simri and Amerigo another perception check. God damn it, Simri. Nope, you two are out like stones.
This is
Aglin.
why This is why I should have slept earlier. Me sleeping early was a good thing.
Aglin.
I don't sleep with my spear. That's what I'm gonna say because I wouldn't.
Okay.
So I'm gonna I guess try to punch them.
All right. Make your melee attack. That hits.
What's that, like a 1d4 or 1d what for a
Yep.
punch?
Give me a d4 plus your strength modifier. 3 damage. Just sucker punch the deputy who has Hawk's token. Do you have a move action you want to do?
Well,
Maybe go to where you have your spear?
can I go over here to pick up my spear? So
Yep.
I'm just gonna say it's over here.
Yep. So that one's going to draw its sword and come out here. Sword swinging. Does 16 hit you?
Yeah, don't got the armor on anymore.
For 7 damage. Simri is going to, not Simri, Rona is going to finish tying Simri up and then come on up here. This one is going to attempt to finish tying Amerigo up. Amerigo, you get another perception check. God damn, Amerigo, you are out like a rock as you get fully tied up. Aglin.
I'm gonna you can crush the pearl to get another first level spell back, right?
Correct.
I'm gonna crush that pearl.
Okay.
Touch the ground and cast touch of combustion.
Where are you
Like,
touching
right-
the ground? Okay. We're doing this. We are making this happen, apparently.
Basically point blank right next to me. I am
You light a fire right next to you. Are you going to move?
I'm gonna try to move past them towards
Okay.
here.
Make your acrobatics
probably-
check. Make your acrobatics check.
So why do I have a -2 on acrobatics?
Uh-huh.
Because like
We'd
it's
have
showing
to
a
review it.
purple marker.
Probably, I don't know, just roll. We'll find out later.
That would
It's not going to matter. You are going to take 3 damage as you get hit with a sword as you tumble past. This one's going to come after you, sword drawn. For 2 damage. Yeah, Hawk, I stole your player characters for the random deputies. Rona is going to, looking at everyone, shout out, surrender and face justice, as she draws a pair of hand axes. And this guy is going to try and put out the fire. And not succeed. Aglin.
You know, I'm gonna say I should have bought more. I should have bought more oil. On like, and then like and then well, oh, okay, well, I'm gonna cast Mage Armor.
Okay. You have a move action remaining.
And I'm going to try to jug pack past Simri's mom. I think that's Simri's mom.
Simri's aunt.
Aunt. Well,
Make an acrobatics roll. You tumble past Simri's mom.
Simri's aunt.
aunt. Simri's hawk is going to come at you, continuing to charge with the sword drawn. For 2 damage.
Well, I'm going to. If I grab someone, will I move at half speed?
Yeah.
Well,
Fortunately
then,
for you, Simri is awake, but it's not your turn.
well, I'm gonna die.
As Simri's totally not mom steps over here with an axe and swings. Does 19 hit you?
Would you believe it if I said it does?
For 8 damage.
Ow!
Are you conscious?
Yeah,
Okay.
just hurts.
This guy shouts out, I don't think I can keep this fire under control. And hurries over to where Amerigo is. Amerigo gets another perception check. Amerigo, you wake up to the sound of shouting, your arms and legs tied together behind your back, and like a thing of fabric tied into your mouth. What do you do?
Is America strong enough to tear the rope apart? Question mark.
You can attempt to.
Okay, what would it be?
Strength check. Amerigo is not strong enough to tear the rope apart.
Damn.
Aglin. Oh, we need to make the fire roll. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Can I summon fire?
5.
Can I cast create water right here?
Well, first let's see if the fire spreads anywhere. There we go. Now, where do you want to cast? You can't see there.
Oh,
There's
then
a
here.
wall in the way. Now you can cast it there.
Yeah, just like right at the doorway, to try to put it out the fire, and then I'm gonna bolt.
Fire is out.
I can bolt 40 feet because.
Yep.
So I'm gonna try to go here. They'll probably catch up to me.
You're gonna try and run and dash and jump out the window.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Tax of opportunity.
that failed.
Totally not Hawk. Breaks its sword. Simri.
That hit.
For 6 damage.
I'm still alive.
Okay, so yeah, you stumble out of there and go running. This one is starting to run after. Amerigo, you hear her say, no, just grab Simri and the other one. We'll take them to Lesiana. Let's go. Amerigo, what do you want to attempt to do anything?
Hold up. Is the guy close to me close enough where Amerigo could try and ram into them?
Yeah.
What would it be?
That would be a melee attack with a -4 penalty. You don't.
Damn.
All you achieve is falling onto the floor.
Small shit.
So that guy hoists you up on his shoulders and starts carrying you out the front. How is Webb's set up outside? Is Webb's tied up or anything?
Webbs is a good horse. Webbs doesn't need to be tied up.
Well then, how does Webbs react to a guy coming out of the door of the sheriff's office with you over his shoulders as you're kicking and writhing, tied up?
Well, Webbs is smart horse. Webbs is smart horse with cowboy hat. Webbs run at man.
Webbs run at man. Webbs hit man.
Webbs hit man.
So that would be 14 out of 17. Man drop Amerigo. Do. Amerigo on ground, tied up.
Yay. Marigo no longer held by man.
No. Is Amerigo going to try and escape the bonds or anything?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gonna try and do that again.
Go ahead and give an escape artist check. If you don't have it, it's dexterity.
Thank God Dex is America's good thing. Also, no.
Aglin, you are running through the street and seeing this. Are you gonna do anything, or are you going to bolt?
Actually, I'm still.
I'm sorry?
Okay, so I'm going to. Wish I didn't use all my spells. Dungeon. And I'm going to. Can I summon? No, okay, I'm going to just. Can I just do summon monster one?
Sure.
A dog.
What are you summoning?
A dog. Because we already did this before. You still have it?
Vom. Good dog.
Oh, that's my turn.
This Hawk character is going to attack dog, dealing dog 4 damage.
There's no HP on this dog character.
Dog has. I'm looking. Dog has 6 HP.
Ain't alive.
Rona is going to step forward, look at you, look at this fiendish dog. Just say, foul creature. Bring axe down on dog.
Kill
and
dog.
Send dog back to hell. Guy here, who has just been stomped by Webbs, is going to draw sword and attack Webbs. Does 16 hit Webbs? Yes. For 4 damage.
Doesn't this man know the history of people who get hit who attack webs?
What is Webs going to do?
Webs kick man.
Hey, Webs kick man. For 2 damage. Amerigo. Man stabbed Webs.
Amerigo, try for yourself.
Give me that dexterity roll. You manage, as your standard action, to get your arms free from being tied up.
Question. Does Amerigo have any of his weapons on him?
We can say you have your gun in your holster.
Cool.
Because we want fancy story. Aglin.
Alvin's such a nice dude, so he's going to grab a rock and throw it.
Throw rock. Make a dexterity roll. Or a ranged attack, rather.
Oh, ranged attack. Ranged was a lot worse.
We'll add the extra range to the dexterity, so it'll be 23. Which will be 19 after the penalty for improvised weapon. Roll a d4. For our damage. This
was aimed at Hawk.
Yeah. The Hawk character is not happy about getting beamed in the head with a rock. Swearing and swearing, looks to Rona, who just says, "Do it." Draws a longbow and shoots at Aglin. Missing. Rona is going to just look to you and say, "You could have had redemption," as she walks towards you and smacks you with an axe. For 3 damage.
I'm still standing.
This guy is gonna keep stabbing Webs. He doesn't know how much danger he's in. Webs. What does Webs do?
Webs kick man.
Webs does not actually manage to hurt the man any. But Amerigo, you are on the ground with your gun and your arms free.
Well, Inigo obviously is pissed. Amerigo, shoot man.
God
damn.
roll a d8 properly to make sure that it's not just your weapon being borked. Yeah, you blammo that guy, and he stumbles sideways, grabbing his arm as you wiggle your way out of the ropes, and I presume stand up.
Yeah.
Aglin.
Well, can I cast a well-known spell called Cure Light Wounds, which I wonder if it's working because it was working before. I'm going to assume I just rolled a 1.
Yet what it looks like.
Yay!
This one is going to spin around at the loud noise, see Amerigo, go shit, 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 and shoot at Amerigo. Missing. Rona is going to attack with both of her axes. One of those axes is breaking. The other one is crit threading, but not hitting. For 8 damage.
Aglin's unconscious. At -2.
Bye, Hacklin. This guy is going to freak out, turn to Amerigo, and try to hit Amerigo with a sword. What does Webs do?
Web's kick man. Web's kick man. This guy is getting beat up by a man and his horse.
This guy has been kicked to unconsciousness by a horse.
This man got kicked by a man's horse and then shot by the man.
Yeah.
And then kicked the man's horse into unconsciousness. El Bozo!
Amerigo, what do you do?
Question. Can I shoot Simri's aunt that's over by...
Yeah.
Cool. Let's try and use my stupid pistol again. Just assume that it's not good. Yeah.
Hey, that hit. Aglin's unconscious. This one is going to shoot a longbow at you. For 3 damage. Simri Stalish takes a shot in the back, stumbles around, only one axe, and just goes, I wanted to save you all, as she comes running up here with her axe. $21. Does that hit?
Yeah.
For min damage. Guy's unconscious. Webs.
Webs now kick Simri aunt. Oh, damn.
Does not hit. Amerigo.
Amerigo now shoot Simri aunt. I have such a great because I have such a small amount of things I can do. Also, holy shit.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
One higher and it would have been a crit threat. This one is going to keep shooting at you with a bow. For 1 damage. Simri's aunt is going to keep attacking you with her one axe because the other one broke. For 8 damage. Webs. I suppose Simri should try and break out.
Webs kick Simri aunt.
Lots of damage if Webs would actually hit.
Damn it, Webs. Just too good of a horse.
Amerigo.
Amerigo. Can I spend grip to try and pistol whip this Simri aunt?
Yep.
Okay. What do I do?
Melee attack.
Melee.
You're not apparently very good with melee at pistol whipping Simriant.
Damn. Can't pistol with you, bitch.
There's a miss. And the ant misses. Webs.
A webs kick aunts.
No. Amerigo.
Okay, Amerigo give up with pistol whip. Amerigo, after the second pathetic try with it, shoot. Damn. It's working now.
Basically, if you don't misfire, you're gonna hit. Which is better, which is not as good as they can say. As potential 5 damage. And Simri's ant, crit threat. The 16 hit,
No.
6 damage. Webs.
Oh, 6.
Webs does not hit. Amerigo.
Hold on. Do math. 18.
Amerigo, are you down?
Yes. 0.
As
'Cause
you
8
go down, you see Simri, his aunt, spin around and slash webs.
Huh? Oh, shit. Well, damn.
Well, damn. Simri's aunt, Rona, is... Oh, that's true. Simri might make her dexterity check. Nope. Simri gets kicked unconscious. I need to remember where the prison is. Shall we take a brief break for like some lunch before you wake up in the Angel Knights prison?
I can't believe I lost like we lost.
I can't either. Mostly it's because Amerigo was just unconscious.
I had no spells.
Yeah, I knew you would be kind of weak on spells. I was expecting Amerigo to wake up, shoot the guy in the fucking face, and then you would be causing some distraction. I was expecting you to cut Simri's rope.
You see, I was like thinking I could do that, but then I was like, what if I just like run outside, hope they wake up, and like
They were all
then I noticed
awake.
I
They
didn't
were
have it,
just they were awake. They were tied up.
and then I noticed in my my spell book I didn't have another combustion touch. I was just gonna light the door on fire and kill everyone inside.
Well, now you're prisoners.
I didn't. I thought I had more spells, and then I realized.
Well, for those of you watching, we'll be back in about an hour for what could very well be not good for the party.
I can still pray in jail. I'm sure they love praying
Yeah.
at that jail. I'm gonna be praying, getting all my spells back.
Woohoo. we'll see what's going on in an hour after we have lunch and such. So, we're gonna end stream now and be back in an hour. Peace.